Grand Rising. Namaste. I just want to go ahead and check in with you guys. It is the middle of the week. It is, what's today? It is Wednesday, September 18th. So I'm just going to go ahead and read you a passage from the language of letting go. All right, so September 18th, letting the good stuff happen. Before recovery, my relationships were lousy. I didn't do very well on my job. I was enmeshed in my dysfunctional family, but at least I knew what to expect. So that's a quote that goes along with today's passage. So today's passage, I want the second half of my life to be as good as the first half was miserable. Sometimes I'm afraid it won't be. Sometimes I'm frightened it might be. The good stuff can scare us. Change, even good change, can be frightening. In some ways, good changes can be more frightening than the hard times. The past, particularly before recovery, may have become comfortably familiar. We knew what to expect in our relationships. They were predictable. They were repeats of the same patterns, the same behaviors, the same pain over and over again. They may not have been what we wanted, but we knew what was going to happen. This is not so when we change patterns and begin recovery. We may have been fairly good at predicting events in most areas of our lives. Relationships would be painful. We'd be deprived. Each year would be almost a repeat of the last. Sometimes it got a little worse, sometimes a little better, but the change wasn't drastic, not until the moment we began recovery. Then things changed. And the further we progress in the miraculous program, the more we and our circumstances change. We begin to explore uncharted territory. Things get good. They do get better all the time. We begin to become successful in love, in work, in life. One day at a time, the good stuff begins to happen and the misery dissipates. We no longer want to be a victim of life. We've learned to avoid unnecessary crisis and trauma. Life gets good. How do I handle the good stuff? Asked one woman. It's harder and more foreign than the pain and tragedy. The same way we handled the difficult and painful experiences, I replied, one day at a time. All right, so the affirmation for today is going to be today, universe. Help me let go of my need to be in pain and crisis. Help me move as swiftly as possible through sad feelings and problems. Help me find my base and balance in peace, joy, and gratitude. Help me work as hard at accepting what's good as I have worked in the past at accepting the painful and the difficult. All right, so I just wanted to share that with you guys today. This passage definitely resonated with me. This passage definitely resonated with me as I had a lot of bad times. About 2016, I started recovery. Still, I feel in recovery, but definitely 2016, 2017, 2018 was all nothing but like major recovery. And now I feel like I'm getting to this sweet spot in my life where work, relationship, life, not life as much. Life is still in the recovery stage, but like work in my relationship is like really good right now. And sometimes it's not hard to accept. But sometimes it's just not as easy because you're so used to pain, tragedy, the way somebody would respond or the way you will respond. I know I made a video on this before about how there are some people that no matter how much I have recovered, no matter how much work I do, that these people will still, as soon as I hear their voice or as soon as certain topics are brought up, I just immediately revert back to the old me and forget like all the things that I learned. And So this passage really resonated with me, as well as the affirmation, how it says, help me move as swiftly as possible through sad feelings and problems. Help me find my base and balance and peace, joy, and gratitude. So I'm constantly telling people that the reason that I am here today, one of the main reasons and the things that I have learned and I continue to do in my life is express gratitude. Because if you're not happy where you are, if you're not happy, if you're not, let me say, not say happy, if you're not grateful for where you are today, and if you are not grateful for the struggles that you've been through and the things that you've experienced, you won't experience anything new or any happiness because you're not grateful. So I definitely still struggle with sad feelings. I know yesterday was kind of a tough day for myself. And I struggle with balance. Life is not always going to be good. Life is not always going to be bad, but it's unrealistic to think that life would always be bad or that life would always be good. There are going to be ups and downs. I have this tat on my finger. It is a Unilome. And the whole point of the Unilome is just to let you know that like we constantly go through ups and downs in life. So things are not always going to be good. And that's a struggle for me. When things are bad and they change to good, I struggle to find balance. Like, hold up, things was just really bad. Now things are good. So I'm unbalanced at the moment. And then when things are going really good and then things start to get bad, I'm like, hold up. Like, no, I don't want things to go back to being bad. But we have to accept the fact that things are not always going to be good and things are not always going to be bad. There is going to be a balance. There needs to be a balance. We have to find that balance because these events are going to play whether we accept them or not. The things that go on in our lives. So I'm just going to read that affirmation to you again before I let you go. So today, universe, help me let go of what I need to be. Today, universe, help me let go of my need to be in pain and crisis. Help me move swiftly as possible through sad feelings and problems. Help me find my base and balance in peace, joy, and gratitude. Help me work as hard at accepting what's good as I have worked in the past at accepting what is painful and difficult. So that is what I'm going to leave you with today. I hope that you got something from this message, and I wish you a great week, and I will see you guys later. Namaste.